Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? I hope you're enjoying the best of health. I welcome you in my class, that is English for grade 3. We are learning Unit 1. Its title is The Two Brave Sahaba Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anhuma. Today is lecture 5 under the title of Pronunciation Skills. We will learn about hard and soft sound of letter C, and we'll cover page number 10 of your book. Before this, in your English for grade 2, I have taught you sounds of all the letters. I hope you remember. So far we have pronounced C as K, as in currency, calendar, carrot, cabbage, etc. Today we will learn further and we will recognize and articulate hard and soft sounds of C. This is our today's SLO. Let's start with a beautiful hadith narrated by Hazrat Aisha Raziyallahu Ta'ala Anha. It's mentioned in Sunan Abi Dawud 4839. The discourse of the Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was clear such that he was understood by everyone who heard him. Yes, my dear children, the discourse, the way of talking, the conversation of our beloved Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was such clear that whoever used to listen to him could understand what he is doing. So how we can speak clearly? When we say each and every letter properly, because letters make words and words make sentences. So your conversation based on letters. That is why we should speak every letter, we should say, we should utter every letter clearly so that every word should be understood. And this is also a beautiful sunnah of our Prophet Hazrat Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why we should learn to say the words, the letters properly. This is what we are doing. So let's start with the lesson. Open your book on page number 10. All of you, open your book on page number 10. It's mentioned here, hard and soft sound of C. So far, we have the way we say the sound of C is hard sound. And how do we define it? When letter C has a hard sound, it makes k. It makes sound k. The sound of C is hard when it makes k. And its examples are carrot, k, carrot, castle, k. This C is saying the sound k, castle, cable, corn. So all these C, how do we say it? By the sound k. Now, the soft sound of letter C occurs when it is followed by the sound of E, I, Y. What does followed mean? Like after letter C, if you find E, I, Y, these three letters, E, I, Y, then it makes the sound S. Then C will sound S. It will not sound K. K is the hard sound of letter C and S is the soft sound of letter C. And when do we say S? When after C we find, like whenever you see a letter C is there in a word, immediately you should find, is there E, I or Y after C? If any of these three letters you find, you will say C as S sound. And its example is, now you see there is one C is here and one C is here. This C is followed by I. And I is one of the sound we have mentioned here. That's why this C will be said soft sound, and this C, because it's followed by L, it will sound hard sound. Okay, so how will we say it? Circle. This C is S and this is K. Circle. Circle. Okay, you got it? The next is cement, because C is followed by E. So its sound is cement. Pencil. This C is followed by I. Rice. This C is followed by E. So circle, cement, pencil, rise are the examples of soft sound of C. All right. So let's practice further. I have more examples to show to you. And my dear fellow teachers, along with this video lecture, PowerPoint presentation, lesson plan, and worksheet links are given. You may click it, download it, print it, follow it as it is, or modify it for your convenience. So these words I have mentioned in lesson plan. You may follow as it is, or you may add more words. So my dear children, now you will focus. If you find E, I, Y, these three letters, we will say soft sound of C, and that is S. And rest of all the cases, if C is not followed by any of these three letters, you will say it's hard sound, that's K, right? The way we are going to say these words. The first word is, how we'll say it? Because it's followed by O, and O is not one of the letter, that's why it will sound hard. And how we'll say it? Correct. Cup. Now, E, it is one of the sound which we have mentioned, that's why we'll say it's soft, and that is ceiling. Again, it's followed by Y, which is one of the sound we have mentioned here, that's why we'll say it cycle. Class. Again, this C is followed by E, one of the sound mentioned here, that's why we'll say it cell. Again, I, one of the sound over here, circus. Fact, because T is not one of the sound, that's why it will say it's a hard sound, that's K, and we'll say fact. Picnic. Here you see this C is the last letter, so there is no E, I, Y after it. It's last letter, again it will say it's hard sound, that's K sound. Picnic. And place. Place. All right, this E is C is followed by E. We will not say the sound of E. This is a silent letter here. In next lecture, in next unit, we will study about it. So here the point is, because this C is followed by E, that's why it will say it's soft sound, and we will say place. What we'll say? Place. All right. So this is how we differentiate between soft and hard sound of C. And now you understand why sometimes C is K and sometimes it's. All right. Now you may pause the video and you may practice all these words, because after this you'll have to do it practically. So practice these words, find out all these soft and hard sounds of C, and then we'll move further. Pause the video and practice these words. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. So next is the practice from your book. It's mentioned here on point 6, page number 10. What you are supposed to do? Now pronounce the given words in box below. Here this box is given and the words are given. Draw columns in your notebook. The mention is here, the way it's here. So write the words in your relevant columns according to the hard and soft sounds of C. So if the letter C has its hard sound, you will write it in this column, and if it has soft sound, you will write it over here. So let's say and write it. The first word is, now look, the next letter is O, and O is not one of the E, I, Y. That's why it is hard C and it is coat. All right. And again, the next letter is, after C, it's I, one of E, I, Y. That's why it will say it's a soft sound and it is city, right? Now pause the video and write all the words in the relevant columns. So do this practice. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Now tell it with me. Have you done it correctly? Next is cone. Cone is with hard sound of C. Cub, again with hard sound of C. Juice, soft C. Crayons, hard C. Scent, soft C. Celebrate, soft C. Camel, hard C. And cinema with soft C. right? I hope you have done it correctly. Good job. So I'm giving you another practice given in your book. What you will do, look at the pictures below. Take the picture that begins with hard sound and encircle the picture that begins with soft sound of C. So if the word is with soft sound, you will circle the picture. If it is with hard sound, you will tick the picture. So pause the video and enjoy this activity. Yes, my dear children, are you done with it? Good job. So it's time for your homework. You will write 10 words containing hard and soft sound of the letter C. This is your homework, and I'm giving you a worksheet. What you will do, again, my fellow teachers, this worksheet, lesson plan, and PowerPoint presentation links are given. You may click it, download it, print it, and kindly give a printed worksheet to my children for practice. And my dear children, what you are supposed to do, you will put H for hard sound of C, and you will put S for soft sound of C. You will say the word. If it is hard sound, you will write H over here, and if it is soft C, you will write S over here, and you will also color this worksheet. So what we have learned today, we learned that letter C has a hard and a soft sound. The sound of letter C will be soft. That is, what is soft sound? S sound when it is followed by E, I, or Y. And in rest of all the cases, the sound of C will be hard sound, that is K sound. Right? So in this way, we achieved our today's SLO, that is to recognize and articulate hard and soft sound of C. That's it for today. I hope we enjoyed learning it. Are we done with it? Yes. So tomorrow I'll come again with a very interesting lesson. Till that time, keep practicing. Take very good care of yourself. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.